What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil John. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between our visitors and the Minnesota Vikings. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's for John Robinson. And that's the way to start this game. Give him 8 on that first offensive snap.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. Check, Bobcat.
Sanders setting the pass. Complete. It's for John Robinson. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Well, like this, that's exactly where you want to get in the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
46-yard line. Valuable lesson, man.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Robinson on the inside give. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Come on.
To the air, Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And they nearly picked up the 1st down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Check. Hurt.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. Man downfield, and he finds London. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ready, set.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. It's back. It's Robinson. And he stops as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They have it first and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Trying to run in, Harris. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Here's second and goal from the 6.
Get it. 19, Cougar 19.
Here's Sanders now. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out. Bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 43. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Draw play. This is Williams. He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! And the Falcons get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
I don't think think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. A throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Hold the ready.
They've got first down here from the 36. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
This is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing out to the left. Go! And the sideline at the 30. Still going. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 37 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. It was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
The Vikings into the nickel for this third down play. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Four guys out wide. Here we go, third and long.
Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60. Hey, smash Broncos.
Here he goes, third and long. Going deep here for the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And this one had a brief chance, but not. A good kick in the end. He misses it. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackled there by James Pierce. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. That's a man, Justin Jefferson. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the set.
Give to Williams from the gun. This will get much beyond the line. A yard post. And Walker firing over to take him down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Running in the red zone. Completed right side to Addison. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Williams. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings start to fight back with their first points of this game. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the grab game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. I thought the launch was positive right off the line of scrimmage. That's a touchdown the entire way. It took the entire group offensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a
The
touchback.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Panther Street. Hurt.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Check, Bobcat. Here we go.
Throwing again here, Sanders. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over beyond their own 40. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
At the 44-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
44-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say is that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That one's good to McCarthy. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. Gets it ahead, that's about 5 yards. Brought down by Julian Blackman.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself at the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They Gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Completed to his running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Working out of the gun, Sanders. He's going to be caught by his running back, Harris. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He's out right along the line, so no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Got it. Ready?
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
19. Let's go now.
Now Sanders. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by the rookie out of Colorado. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Running right, it's Williams. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he gets him the first, partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. 1st and 10 from the 43. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They stay on the ground with Williams. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Same guy. Here's Hawkinson again. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Back to the air, McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Jordan Addison, the intended target. It's second and goal. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Another throw here for McCarthy. He's got it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings will add to their lead at the end of the half. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
And they send a man in motion. Sanders going to throw here on first. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Warriors 17. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
The final throw before the break. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for no gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's caught. This is Addison. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him, creating space. QB receiver deliver.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. He takes a hop, and the ball comes out. The Falcons scoop it up. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit.
Up to the races, middle of the field, at the 20. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
A gain on the play of 58 yards. First down. A gain of 58 yards. And a Louisville first down.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
From the red zone on 1st. He's got it. He has the touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons chunk the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Falcons 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Moore with a return. Showing a little burst so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed right side to Addison. Rolling into enemy territory. Now he's past the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-point lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Lining up for the extra point.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Duvernay on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
It's on target to Pierce. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
60. Come on. 60 by 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To the air on first down. Sanders finds London on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 17. And that's a Falcon first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Some of these quarterbacks, kid, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Drake London with the touchdown. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Moore with a return. Showing a little burst so far. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that on your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Some good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy connects with his back. Aaron Jones. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give it like your birthday. You call me in the club.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Vikings football, and they know they are just 1 quarter away from advancing. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
McCarthy to throw it. That one's caught by Jefferson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route was to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 or 4 point play. But you don't have to settle for field goals. You can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field. Score a touchdown, it's big time.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 13, 5 years.
Into the gun, here's Sanders. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, the call's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Ooh, awful close to that line to gain. Stop though made at the 46. Third down. Still to the hurry-up offense here. Third down, give to Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Finds his back, it's Robinson. And he's brought down at about that 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10.
Ready. Hiking 18.
Going again here, Sanders. Brought in close to the 8. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Get it. 18 Cardinals.
Gets this out quickly to London.
Defense all over that field. You can just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. They're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Motion, motion, motion. Change, change. Ready.
Now Sanders. And he's got his man. Touchdown. The Falcons now within one score in the fourth. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Falcons 28. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Moore with a return. Things going well so far. Got some good work on that run back. Brock, he gets this to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Here we go. Shaq.
A run with Williams. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
A gain of 2.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They give to Mason. It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll go play action for Sanders. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's your bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Look at that power, deep left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. They'll run it with Robinson. Fights his way through a tackle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. 2-minute warnings there to help them, but still need 2 scores and just have that lone timeout left.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. This is a heater going deep. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to stop the clock at will.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Ready?
Fourth and forever coming up.
50 yards. Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 right. 18 rattle. 18 rattle. Go check. Go check. Ready?
Desperation time here. And this one is launched downfield. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop and somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss for Williams. And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big people between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he does not get to that line. Looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up.
No come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. He snapped it to McCarthy. Throw caught by his running back. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Here's a design run. So it's a win for the Vikings. As one side leaves dejected, another can finally, at least briefly, Brock, relax here. Their playoff run extending into the divisional round.
Yeah, you get to these 60 minutes, and what is it, Kate? A suddenness? Like the suddenness of the season being over for one, and then the reality of like, oh, here we go. Here's a divisional round. Here's possible championship round. Maybe that Super Bowl is out there for us. It all happens right now, in real time, in front of our eyes.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock
around.
That's right.
On time.
It's tricky with the fight.
Here we go.